All right, today is not about reviewing the 35S, the Rollei 35S or the B35. I did that some time ago in my previous video, so please take a look on that. I want to talk to you about how I normally shoot with a flash on. This is a Godox Lux Senior flash. It's pretty cool because once you open up, it looks like this. Feels like this came from like a Polaroid or something back in the day. My problem with these Rollei is the hot shoe is on the bottom. So in order to shoot with a flash on top, you basically have to shoot with the camera upside down. And with the B35, it's not too bad. I am live eye dominant, so I need more room on this right here. So this one, I can do it and fire the shot like that. Whereas on the 35S, the viewfinder is so much to the edge, it's really hard to do it. So not a big fan using the 35S with a flash, especially you want a flash on to go on top. So this one, by the way, the Godox flash, you close it by push this down. Pretty cool. Very highly recommend. I really like this flash. It's not the most powerful, but it has enough power. It really gives you that kind of a bare bulb flash look. It's kind of nice. If you I shoot fashion, gives a very unique look. What I want to show you today is this, my new acquisition, the Rollei 35 Classic. All right, let's see what we got here. And these are all the paperwork. I got this camera from KEH. It's one of the largest used camera dealer in the US. And I found this for, I think I paid maybe 850 plus tax. Oftentimes, okay, there's different versions of this 35 Classic, of course. The price normally goes to minimum, it's like $1,000 I've seen on eBay. This one on A50, I was like, I jump on it. One thing, I want this camera for a very long time. They're not very commonly found. So, because they probably didn't make a lot of them. But, yay, finally go on top now. So I can actually use my flash like this, like a normal person. Very silly, right? But if you want to shoot with a flash like me, the 35 Classic will solve your problems. There are different kinds of I shouldn't say collectible, limited edition Rollei 35 out there. This one probably is the cheapest. I think they call it the black version. At least the Classic, the word Classic is in black. There's also like the gold plated one or the platinum, I don't know, but this looks pretty bright. I don't know if it's platinum or titanium, but overall the handling is great. It's it weighs about 13.2 ounce, whereas my 35S 13.1 ounce with a 36 exposure HP5 in it. So this camera by default is a little bit heftier. Maybe there's some parts of titanium, I think. Whereas this, I feel like it's made out of soda pop cans. Works great, excellent lens, but man, you just can't drop it. Well, I guess we can't drop any cameras, but man, I wish it a little bit more, sturdier, like use a thicker material, just a slightly, I'll be really happy. But oftentimes you see things like small dent like that. Those are, it didn't take much to get that. So unfortunately, one thing about this Rollei is all the 35S I've seen over the years are made in Singapore. And all of them I also seen has what they call a fogged viewfinder. So there's kind of a, fogginess looking through it. I know it doesn't affect the use because the viewfinder mainly for framing your shot, But man, for someone who is more of a perfectionist, really drive you crazy. This one is much newer, it doesn't have that problem. The viewfinder is a lot cleaner. Hopefully it will stay this way. I don't know. Other than that, everything else is same. You know, operation wise, one thing I do point out is both cameras, just like any other Rollei, it has a collapsible lens. But in order for you to collapse without ruining the mechanism inside, you have to make sure the shutter is cocked. So you advance the frame, the film. On this one, you push down the top button, you twist, and push back in like that. Okay, next time you use it, you just do that, and you're ready to go. You can just fire the shot. I really don't like this way because I was thinking that if you don't use it for a while, the eye exposed film here maybe buckle a little bit. So then you're not gonna get a clean shot. I don't know, just my paranoia, I guess. I always like, for most other camera, I advance the film right before I take the shot. So that's kind of how I normally do it. With this one, the button is missing, see? It's actually here. So if you wanna collapse the lens, so now the lens is ready to go, you have to push down this little thing and turn. This one's a lot less resistance. Seems kind of a lot easier to pull out. Where this one has a little bit of little tightness to it. So in a way, I feel like the 35S maybe have a little bit more tighter tolerance. There you go. But the other thing different between the two is on the 35S or the B35, your distance scale. On mine, meters on top, feet is on the bottom. On the B35, feet on top, meter is on the bottom. Where on the 35 Classic, nothing on the bottom. The top actually gives you both meter and feet, which is an improvement. I do like this a lot, how they do it here. But yeah, that's, man, it's kind of loose. Oh well, it's okay. So that's all I have. I can't wait to shoot with this. Oh yeah, one more thing. I showed you in my previous video. Loading film, it's about the same as the 35S. You just open this level here, slide off the back like that. Open the pressure plate, take the film. The meter battery is going there. I don't use it because it's a 625 and 1.35 volts, so they're hard to find. There's adapters you can do, but I use my cell phone, so it's fine. You go like that. The only time I use my cell phone, it's not fine, by the way, guys, is if I shoot black and white film with people. I really like to use a green filter, and that I have to consciously remember that it's one stop, less light coming through it. So either I derate my film or just purposely make sure I overexpose by one stop. And sometimes I forget. If I forget, then I will have to force myself to overexpose, underexpose it throughout the roll. So hopefully that, when I do my processing, I'll push by a stop. It's not ideal, seriously. So having a separate meter, that kind of sucks for that. But I guess on these guys, it's not through the lens metering. I have the same problem, because the meter goes here. So if I put a green filter on it, it still doesn't know, and I still have the same problem. So anyways, my point is, I don't use the meter in these Rolleis, so it really doesn't matter to me. Anyway, so this one's cocked, this one has film, so I can't open the back. You press this, twist, push it back, you're good to go. And normally, did I mention that the leather case is the real leather? This is a fake leather. This is for the 35S. It works, but man, I mean, this is old fake leather, so man, it's all ripped. It kind of sucks. It still works, just have to be very careful. So thanks for watching, and I can't wait to use this. If once I'm done, I can give you a better experience on how I like the camera. I think I like it because the lens is the same as my 35S, so I already like that lens. And having the flash go on top of the camera is a very important thing to me, so it works great. And when you get a chance, take a look at this flash, by the way. Godox Senior Lux, pretty nice, that I use for these Rollei cameras. Gave you that poppy flash look. It's quite nice. Thanks for watching.